If you're feeling overwhelmed right now with racing thoughts and worries about the future, then this video has the power to eliminate those thoughts and allow you to feel grounded and present in the moment. This is an extremely powerful technique, so please give it your full attention, remove all distractions, and of course, make sure you're in a safe environment to follow along with this exercise. Those worrying thoughts and that anxiety is about to be eliminated. Go ahead and give yourself a rating from 1 to 10. 1 being completely calm and relaxed, and 10 being that you feel completely paralyzed by the thoughts that you have and that racing mentality you have about the future. And once you've got that rating, I'd like you to go ahead and just pop your hand out in front of you like this, and go ahead and close your eyes in 3, 2, 1, and close. And with your eyes closed now, just go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. Doesn't matter if it's a full breath or if it's a half breath. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. Just take a breath in. Breathe out. Another breath in. And breathe out. And you can begin to relax now. For the next few moments, the only thing that matters is you just relaxing and listening to the sound of my voice. Nothing else disturbs you, nothing else matters, and there's no expectations of you anywhere. The only expectation you have is of yourself in this moment, and just to listen to the sound of my voice. And as you begin to relax now, I'd like you to go ahead and ask yourself, if these worrying thoughts and this overwhelming feeling you have was located somewhere in your body, where would it be? Would it be in your head? Would it be in your chest? Find the place where those worrying thoughts and that overwhelming feeling is, and find it in your body now. And once you've found that place, go ahead and lean into that feeling. Really experience that overwhelming feeling now. You got to be brave when you do this. I know it's uncomfortable, but allow yourself to really experience what that overwhelming feeling feels like, how it makes you feel, and what it makes you think. And as you're feeling that now and really experiencing that overwhelm, I'd like you to go ahead and give that feeling a color. If this overwhelm and this worrying pattern of thinking had some sort of color to it, what color would it be? Visualize it. And with that color in your mind now, I'd like you to ask yourself, if that color was moving around in that location, wherever it is, how would that color be moving? Would it be moving around in a circle? Would it be bouncing up and down like a ball? Really visualize it and just see the movement in your mind. Now in a moment, I'm going to count to 5. And when I get to 5, what I'd like you to do is use your open hand. And I'd like you to reach over to wherever that color is in your body. And I want you to grab it with your open hand, almost like you're picking something up off a table, or if you're picking something up off a shelf. You're going to physically go ahead and grab that color from wherever it is in your body, and you're going to pull it away. And as you pull it away, in a moment, you're going to visualize that color leaving your body and going into your hand. So get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach over now to that location. And 5, go ahead and pick up that color from that location of your body and pull it away from your body. Really visualize that color leaving your body and going into your hand. And notice now, as that color moves away from that part of your body, notice the different sensations and feelings that are being pulled away with it. Notice how that feeling then goes into your hand, and you have that feeling in the grasp of your hand. Close your hand into a fist so that you can keep that color nice and tight in your hand. And with the color in your hand now, I'd like you to notice the different sensations and feelings that it creates in your hand. For some people, it makes the hand tingle. For some, they can feel a warmth. Sometimes when that anxiety and the overwhelm is so powerful and strong, it really makes the hand shake. And for some, it actually makes them feel emotional. It makes them cry when that feeling leaves the body and goes into the hand. So allow yourself to feel those feelings. Now, whilst you have that color in your hand, and you start to realize the feelings that it's creating in your hand. I want you to go ahead and change the color of that overwhelm. So before, if you had something like red, go ahead and change it to a different color like blue or green. Maybe you had a bright color like a yellow, go and change it to a darker color like a dark blue or even a black. Just go ahead and change the color to whatever color you can think of. There's no right or wrong answer here. Change it to anything. And as you notice that color changing in your hand now, I'd like you to also change the way in which that color is moving. So before, when you were thinking about it and you may have noticed that that color was bouncing up and down, I would like you to change it now and make that movement the complete opposite movement. So if it was moving fast before, make it move slow now. If it was bouncing up and down, maybe now it's just rolling around. Change the way that color was moving and change it in your hand right now. That's right. And I'd like you to notice now how the difference in movement and the difference in color has completely changed the sensation around your hand. Your hand may feel calmer. It may feel tingly. Now in a moment, I'm going to count to 5. And when I get to 5, you're going to notice that that hand will begin to want to open up. For some people, it might feel difficult for the hand to open up because they want to actually hold on to these negative feelings. But I would really like for your subconscious mind now to make the decision in this moment that when I count to 5, allow for that hand to open up. Whether it's slowly, whether it's quickly, just allow those fingers to be pulled apart when I get to 5. And when I do, that hand will begin to open up. And you will notice that that color begins to leave your hand completely, going up into the ether, up into the air, leaving you forever. So get ready. 1. Feeling that hand starting to loosen up now. 2. Imagine now those fingers being pulled back by almost like an invisible string, just pulling each and every finger back, your thumb being pulled open, your index finger, maybe your pinky, all the fingers on your hand now just being pulled apart and opening up. 3. That's right, increasing now, opening up faster and faster. 4. That hand opening up to the point now where that color can begin to leave the hand. It can begin to leave and float up into the ether, allowing it to be free. Those feelings, those fears, those anxieties, that overwhelming feeling and that stress that you've been carrying for all this time is now leaving your hand and leaving your body forever, allowing your mind to be free. And 5. Go ahead and allow your hand to open now. Your hand should be opening up on its own, but even for some reason, if it's not, go ahead and open it yourself. Just open up that hand. And I want you to visualize that color leaving your hand completely, all on its own now. Imagine that color leaving and floating away in peace and allowing you to be at peace with yourself. Those overwhelming feelings now leaving your body. That's right. Notice that sense of freedom, that sense of relaxation and happiness now that covers and embraces you, because you've allowed that feeling of overwhelming energy and negativity and worries about the future to leave your body. Allow yourself to feel that now. Now in a moment, I'm going to click my fingers and say 1, 2, wide awake. And when I do, you're going to open your eyes and you're going to come to find that that feeling of overwhelm and those racing thoughts are no longer there anymore. The harder you try to remember and feel what that felt like, the further away that feeling is going to go. The more you try to experience that overwhelm and see what it was, the further away it will go, and it will be as though it never existed in the first place. So get ready. 1, 2, and wide awake now. Open your eyes, and welcome back. Take a nice deep breath in, and breathe out. And go ahead and ask yourself now, where is that feeling of anxiety? Where is that feeling of overwhelm now? Give yourself a brand new rating from 0 to 10. Go ahead, let me know in the comments. I hope you feel amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.